another world, draw, and dance. One night I danced so long, I completely wore out my shoes. At 15, I graduated from high school early. I won the gold medal for being the first in my class. By 16, I knew I wanted to make an impact on this world. I even knew how. I want to be a scientist. There was only one problem. Where I lived, the university didn't accept women.
I'm sorry, no girls allowed.
That's not fair. They wouldn't let me in. But I had my own ideas. Lucky for me, someone started a secret college where they taught women subjects that no one else would teach us. It was called the Flying University. That's the coolest name, right? The college didn't really fly, but with more than 1,000 women enrolled, it was magical and powerful.
This is called the periodic table. It lists every element we know, like hydrogen, oxygen.
Eventually, my sister Bronya and I made a plan. We would save enough money to go to the Sorbonne in France, one of the most famous universities in the world. But we didn't have enough money for both of us. You go first, then I'll follow. You sure you'll be okay? Don't worry, I'll never stop learning. Every day, I was so determined to become a scientist. I'd wake up at 6 a.m. and read books in 3 different languages on physics and anatomy. Then I'd do the math problems my dad would send for me to solve. Dad, please send more math problems. By the time I was 18, I was doing my own experiments and drawing my own conclusions. I also learned one of the most valuable lessons of all. You should never accept everything as it is. Life, like science, can always be made better. This is the first laboratory I ever had access to. It was run by my cousin. I'd do chemistry and physics experiments here. Watch this. Poof! Watch this one, though. Poof! 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 This is the one. Poof! Ta-da! I had lots of accidents and failures. Making change is never easy. It takes hard work. Finally, when I was 23, my dream came true. I became a student at the Sorbonne. I would dedicate my life to science. You sure you know what you're getting into? Absolutely! I felt like a new person with new power. When I got there, I even signed the registration book differently. Call me by my new name, Marie. Like I said, making change isn't easy. I had to climb 6 flights of stairs to get to my room. It had a tiny stove, and there wasn't much to eat. In the winter, it was so cold that water would freeze in the basin. I'd have to sleep under all my clothes. I know it sounds hard, but it was worth it to be able to study what I wanted. These were some of the best years of my life. The Sorbonne School of Science had 2,000 students. Only 23 were women. And only 2 of us were studying science. I was so nervous during my first exam, I could barely read it. But when the professor announced our scores...
Marie Curie is first in her class.
In 1893, I got my degree in physics. A year later, I got a second degree in mathematics. Soon after, I got married. To a scientist, of course. This is my husband, Pierre. When we had a daughter, people thought I would spend less time in the lab. But Pierre worked hard to make sure we were...